everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to complete the trifecta by replacing these bath taps and the spout with a easy fix modern lever bath set. Check back through my channel. I filmed the installation of the vanity / basin set as well as the shower set. So once I complete the installation of this bath set here, the main bathroom and ensuite will feature this brand of tapware. So both showers, both vanity units and the bath here. Here is a product Easy Fix Modern Lever Bath Set with the 2 taps and the spout. Modern identifies the style or the design, so they also offer a traditional design, so it works exactly the same way, it's just a different style if you prefer that. And the benefit, as I've touched on in my previous videos, is that you can enjoy a mixer style tap without having to change any plumbing behind the wall or the tiles, so it just retrofits on to your existing tap bodies and away you go. Regarding the taps that I've replaced and will be replacing today, don't worry, they have not been and will not be thrown out. I will most likely install them at my mum's house, if not somewhere else. I will find a use for them because they are completely serviceable. It's just that when I replaced the shower set, I just couldn't stop. I need to have them all matching and I prefer the mixer style setup. She's got these cream colored, somewhat old fashioned now, it's early 2000s, so I guess by today's standards that is old fashioned. Taps, and they're a little bit corroded, so the ones that I'm replacing are going to look far better than what she has now. So before we go any further, we must ensure that the water to the home is switched off, so make sure you do that at the meter or any other way that you have in your home to switch off the water. In my case, as I've talked about before, when I installed that whole house water filtration system, I also installed a shut-off valve, which is a requirement apparently, but it means that I can just switch off the water to the house from inside the garage. So that's all done, and we're ready to remove the old taps. So I'll just turn the taps on, let any residual water come out, and then we'll remove them. The spout might be a challenge, but we'll tackle that in a moment. I'll just get the taps off. That's 2. Now for the spout. Okay, let's take a look at what we've got, starting with the plumber's tape, which will be needed for the spout, which I will fix on first, the hot and cold taps, and the anti-vandal spanner, which is used to remove the handle and fix it back in place. And there's a little spline, plastic spline inside here, so that you can actually position the handle wherever you want, but we'll get to that in a moment. I'll show you how I do that. So next step is to disassemble both taps, because there is an important step to remove the locking nut from the body of the tap so that it seats correctly. Again, which I've touched on in my previous video, but we'll just go through that process again now. and this is the important part, you've got to make sure that this is separated from this part, the locking nut. Okay, so just in order, just so it's very clear. Best I can do with the space I have. There we go, there's also the washer. So I've just cleaned up around the cutouts and added some fresh plumber's tape to the spout. Make sure that you wind the tape on clockwise so that it doesn't unwind itself when you're trying to screw the spout on. That'll do it. I think it's not going to go on a rotation, so we'll leave it there. Now we'll do the taps. As there's a couple of small pieces with the tap assembly, I recommend just putting a plug in the drain just so that you don't risk anything going down there. So we'll start with the cartridge assembly, which is this bit here. And we're doing the hot water first, so it's on the left. Next is the fibre washer, followed by the locking nut. Next is the rubber washer and the flange. Next is the flange assembly. So there's this little black plastic piece that screws on. Then the rubber washer and the flange. Remove my gloves for this bit just because it's a bit fiddly, it needs some dexterity, so again, just pop out the spline and then just turn the tap to the off position and then just fit the handle where you want it. So I'm going to have these horizontal. Like that. Put the anti-vandal screw on. Goes that way. This little horseshoe clip. The handle. And then we do that with the spinner. Okay, hot water done, onto the cold. Okay, again, the cartridge assembly first. Okay, then the fibre washer and the locking nut. Black plastic piece, doesn't have a name. Then the rubber washer and the flange. And we'll just test fit the handle where I want it. So we just put the little spline on there. Turn it to the off position. The anti-vandal screw or nut, the horseshoe clip, which I always tend to drop, and then the handle. Okay, so there we go, all installed. I'll just turn the water back on and do a test to make sure there's no leaks, and then we can close the video. Okay, job done, and I'll just take you in for a closer look. We've got the taps at the horizontal position when they're off, so that the hot and cold inscriptions or etchings, whatever you want to call them, are facing the right way up. This bath is never used, so these taps should look like this for many years to come. Alright, so we now have the bath set installed, sets installed in both bathroom vanity units and showers, so that marks the end of my tapware installation video series. Any comments or questions, leave them below and I'll get back to you, and as always, thanks for watching. Cheers.